Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm going to be testing the Pathless on the GTX 1050 Ti, 750 Ti, 570, 580 and 1650 Super, thanks to Annapurna Interactive for providing a copy of the game. How are you guys doing? Good seeing you there. So this is an Unreal Engine 4 game, but for some reason I'm unable to change the options here. Everything is set to Ultra, but I cannot change it for some reason. Let's first see if there's a config file. So 1 second, guys. Before starting the game, I need to check that out. So app data, local, pathless. There you are, saved. So the first thing I do always, options menu, but this time around, not sure why the game doesn't allow me to change any settings at all. Yeah, here it is. Let's put this on 2. Let's see if this is high settings at least. So we save this. Maybe it says read only. We're going to change it to not read only. No, it's not read only. Not sure why. So let's close the game and retry. Let's see if high settings happens now. Yeah, still on 3. So yeah, guys, not sure what's up with the options menu. I was unable to change any options, like at all. Okay, it's on 2. Let's see if this works now. As you can see, 1050 Ti. So let's launch the game. You're doing a lot of live. Yeah, because you guys interact with me quite a bit more, and I enjoy it much more than doing the usual videos. I have a lot more fun. So I personally prefer to go live lately. How are you guys doing? Long time no see. I literally saw you yesterday. Yeah, still on Ultra, not sure what's up with that. The game doesn't allow me to lower any settings at all. We're going to be trying read-only files later. So let's start like this on Ultra settings 1080p, then we see what we do. So continue. You have a 2060 Super, it should be just fine then. All right, hang on. So this is the first part of the game, when the game launches. You get a boat scene, and then you're here in the beach. So let's see if we can maintain over 30 frames. Right now it seems to be running over 30 just fine. Hopefully that stays like that. Oh yeah, it looks pretty good. The artistic style. So let's see how it goes. But it's pretty weird that I cannot change options in the menu. There's nothing here. Oh, also I disabled the camera shake and motion blur, just for my own safety. So yeah, let's learn a little bit about the game, then we're going to edit the config file. All right, interesting. So I can run and slide. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. Interesting stuff. You prefer to watch live? Well, I'm glad that's the case because I enjoy doing live streams quite a bit now. Okay, 30 frames. Now that there's something more taxing on the screen. Also, guys, these are the developers that did Abzu. If you played Abzu before, you know what you're getting into. So yeah, pretty cool visuals. Artistic style, I dig it. Let's see for how long we can maintain over 30 on Ultra. But again, we're going to try high. Yeah, when looking at this bird, we're into the 30s. Let's do a manual save and try lowering it to high settings. So we're going back into that config file. So we go to local, pathless, and here, let me show you. We're going to force high settings. So we're going to the game user settings, and here, as you can see, for some reason this was lowered to 2 and some other ones weren't. So let's try putting everything on 2. let's be real here. Let's do Unreal Engine optimizations, like I like to call it. We put shadows on 1, post-process on 1, and the rest on 3. Shading as well, let's put it on 1. View distance on 3 should be fine. Anti-aliasing as well. And effects on 1. So this should be what usually gives us better frame rates. So this will be ultra settings plus mid shadows, post process, and effects. That's basically what I'm doing here, if you guys were wondering. The thing is, the game doesn't allow me to change the options at all, so I do it in a config file. So once that's like that, just right click on that config file, read only, so the game cannot change it. So we force the game to use these options. All right, that should be perfect. So let's see if this works. We're going to launch the game again. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but hey, maybe it works, who knows. If this works, it will be interesting. Let's see, options menu. Yeah, it still says Ultra, but I'm pretty sure it's not Ultra. But if that's the case, we are only going to change the resolution. Not sure why they give options if I cannot change them. Maybe a thing with the build I'm using. Yeah, it appears to be basically the same. So guys, I cannot change the options for some reason. I'm going to ask the developers on an email. In the meantime, I'll just delete the config file and restart the game. Because yeah, this is not working out. So we're going to local and I completely delete that thing. And we're going to do it on Ultra and just change resolutions. That would be the best, I think. So yeah, I'm sorry guys, but I cannot lower the settings for some reason. Maybe due to the press copy I got, maybe that doesn't allow me to change the settings. I do not know. So we're going to be doing just Ultra and change resolutions. ¿Desde hace cuánto comenzó el directo? 8 minutos, llegaste justo a tiempo. Okay. I have music, let me turn it off. Sorry, copyright. Okay, what the heck? It's not muting. Oh, never mind. There you go. So as you can see here, I cannot change any options for some reason. It doesn't allow me to change. Let me see with the controller. Yeah, still cannot. I can only change VSync, full screen, and the render resolution. So let's stay first on 1080p without VSync. And let's try like that. It says I have to restart the game. Let's do it. And then we just start the game right away. So yeah, let's do that. Sorry about the delay, guys. I'm trying to make it work. It works, but I cannot change the options. Is it an Epic exclusive? Apparently at the moment it is. It's only on the Epic Store. So yeah, we're going to start like this, guys. 1080p Ultra, and let's get it in. So new game. Pretty sad, really. I'm going to ask the developers if this is an issue with the press copy I got, or each copy of the game has that. Not sure why they give options if you cannot change them. Something is definitely up there. But I'm going to get to the bottom of it, so do not worry. See, pretty sad. I was speaking Spanish mixed with English. So let's just play the game, lower resolutions, and try it out. How are you doing? Doing fine, thanks. What about you, man? All right. But I gotta say, visually speaking, I like the artistic choice. Reminds me of Zoo. It's pretty clear that those are the same devs. So pretty happy to see that. Love those artistic styles in these games. We'll see if the gameplay holds up. Wow, you can change the settings. Yeah, not sure why. I'm going to ask on an email, do not worry guys. Right now we're going to only be doing Ultra and just tweak resolutions. But as you can see when the game starts, at least right now, we're getting over 30. And don't get me wrong, the game looks good, but I wish we had an option for the setting. And as you can see, there's motion blur. In this game, doesn't seem to be super invasive. but I'm going to disable it because I don't like motion blur. And the camera shake, I'm also disabling it. So yeah, there we go. Good thing we have those options at least. So as you can see now, no motion blur. I love that. I love to have that option. Not sure what the issue is, but I cannot change the options, the graphical settings, only resolution. All right. Hell yeah. Now I can run. Yeah, that's pretty badass. Going so fast. So guys, again, as of right now, I cannot change the options in the menu, only resolution. We'll see if that changes later, but I couldn't even do it forcing it on a config file, so yeah, we'll see. But is it good to play while plugged into a laptop every time? What do you mean? Plugging it to the wall? Yeah, the laptop should give you the best performance possible. If it's plugged in. So I recommend you use your laptop plugged in, especially when playing games. So yeah. Yeah, the only time I'm seeing drops below 30 so far is here when I do not have any interaction with the game at all. But the art style is pretty good. I'm digging it so far. And this is maximum settings 1080p, so... Alright, yeah, this seems to be one of the places. Let's see once we continue playing. We're still over 30 so far, only one drop into 28 when looking at that bird. But in general, it seems to be okay so far. Let's keep it going. You need to go to the main menu. I already tried it. In the main menu, I couldn't change any options. Was impossible, really. So I already tried it, do not worry. I'm not that dumb. Will it anyhow affect the battery? No, it should be fine. If the battery is charged, you shouldn't have any problems there. You should only be using the power from the wall. The Spirit Mask grants the wearer the ability to see the cracks in the world to find paths where there will be none. Okay. Q. Nice. So this is how you know where to go. Got it. Yeah, well, we're dropping below 30 here. Pretty unfortunate. So I probably need to lower the resolution a little bit. Yeah, this bigger place is giving me problems now, as you can see. I mean, the card is at 1650 MHz. If you have a dual fan 1050 Ti, you're probably getting over 30 in this location. But yeah, I wish we could lower the settings further, at least to high. I'm not asking for much. So yeah, let's see if we can fix this. Let's go back to the menu. We're going to first try dynamic resolution. So yeah, as of right now, we're dropping into 28 at times. You can only change settings in the menu, but as you can see here, when I go to graphics, I cannot change any option here, any. So we're going to put dynamic resolution, so auto and run the resolution. Hopefully that gives us over 30 frames all the time. So this is 1080p Ultra plus dynamic res. And if that doesn't work, we're going to try a lower resolution. Yeah, when Cyberpunk releases, of course I'm testing it out. For sure. Yeah, I'm not sure why I cannot change this, only this stuff. So let's continue. Good thing the game loads fast, so I can restart it quickly. Alright, so dynamic resolution. Let's see. Alright. Basically, it feels to be the same. Yeah, it doesn't seem to change much at all. Yeah, still dropping below 30. So let's jump into 900p. This won't work. Dynamic resolution in Unreal Engine 4 games is such a mixed bag at times. But the game looks good, don't get me wrong. The artistic style I think is pretty spot on. But I wish we had control over the menu, which we are not having right now. Of course, again, I'm going to ask the developers about this. So let's do 900p now. Yeah, some settings require me to restart the game. I know. Let's do it. Let's do it. So 900p now. So 1080p at the moment, not recommended. We drop below 30 frames. It's an open world, so you probably want 30 frames all the time, at least. But I just want to be able to tweak it. That's the only thing I want. I'm not asking for much. Yeah. Anyways, let's do that. 1 second, guys. Yeah, everything is correct. Let's go back into the game now. Alright, so 900p. Yeah, a lot better now. This is probably how I would play the game. As you can see now, we're getting over 30 all the time. So, while you cannot lower the settings lower than Ultra, apparently, you can at least lower the resolution and get over 30 frames on 900p. So this is probably how I would play the game. We're going to try 720p later. Good morning, Marlo. How are you doing, man? That's Solder 95. Todo bien? So settings can't be lowered. At least in right now, I cannot lower the settings. I'm going to ask the developers if that's an issue with the game itself or the press copy, because I got a review copy, but the game in the Epic Game Store, at least for the copy I received, is called the Pathless Press. So maybe the build I got, it's a little bit different, and I cannot change the settings, who knows. So we'll see. I'm going to ask around to see if there's any way to fix that up. Because it should be pretty easy to tweak. It's an Unreal Engine 4 title. It's nothing different from usual. I mean, it should be tweakable. We got options in the menu, so there's no reason to not be able to change settings. But I'm going to ask the developers and update you guys once I receive a reply. So right now, the only thing I can tell you is that I cannot lower the settings, only resolution. Okay, what do I have to do here? Let's see. Nope. All right. How do I grab this? Oh, here. There you go. No, it's an American developer. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe the publisher is not American. I don't really know. But thanks to them for providing a copy of the game. I didn't know about this game's existence until you guys told me in the comments. So thanks for that. The game looks super interesting so far. And the artistic style, I really dig it. The only downside so far is I cannot lower the settings for some reason. But we're going to investigate further. Do not worry. Let me see where to go, because there's no map or anything like that. I only have this special vision to see where to go. So let's go that way. Yeah, that way. Yeah, I have the game. I can change settings. Okay, so it's probably an issue with my copy, because I have a press copy. So definitely something is up with mine for some reason. So maybe due to the preview copy, I cannot do it. Which kind of makes sense. They want the game to look as best as possible if somebody's covering it. But the issue is that I changed settings in the channel, so... Anyways. Did you try reinstalling the game? Yeah, I tried deleting the config file. I'm going to try reinstalling the game later. But first I want to see if I can do something about it. Alright. Yeah, probably that way. Yeah, I imagine that it was an issue on my end. But allow me a few minutes. I will try 720p as well. So let me save the progress now and try 720p. Then we're going to try and change the settings because so far it's been impossible. So 720p. So 720, I apply. Acabo de llegar, ¿de qué trata el juego? Ya nos vamos a enterar entre todos. So 720p guys, as you can see, I cannot change settings here, probably a thing with the build of the game I'm using. So apologies about that, I don't have a way to fix it at the moment. But if you play the game on your PC, should be fine. Maybe an issue with the press copy I got. Alright, so 720p Ultra. It appears to be basically the same. Basically the same. A lot smoother. Instead of the 40s, I'm into the 50s. So if I could lower the settings to high or medium, it's probably going to be super easy to get 60s. We're going to find out later. Alright, where else? I'm learning, I still don't know where to go, so bear with me. Yeah, I'm going to be doing Deep Rock Galactic later. There's too many games releasing, guys, so I asked for your patience at this difficult time of the year. Way too many games. Alright. Yeah, so far, super smooth movement. Visuals are great, sound. I disabled the music, but the sound so far feels pretty immersive with headphones. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, all the lore that I'm not reading. It's probably where I started. When close to this creature right here, I'm getting drops. But again, once I fix the options menu, we should be just fine. Let's try going up there. Yeah, I wish. So I went this way. Oh, okay, I forgot about this special power to go through walls. Super important. This month, the only game that you're looking forward to see is Cyberpunk 2077. Well, that's coming next month, so sorry to disappoint you, but yeah, what a weird teleportation I got there. So yeah, at 720p, as you can see, we're between 40 and 60. So let's try going back and see if I can change options in any way. You can contact me by finding my email in my YouTube channel. So hang on guys, going to try and fix the options menu thing. Hopefully it's something that I can fix. As you can see, I have a different version than the paid game. Yeah, it's called the Pathless Press. So I'm not sure if it's the same as the full game. So let's go here to Pathless. So, all right, stats, no. Not here, runtime options, not here. But as you can see here in the game user settings, everything is maxed out. But if I change this, it doesn't change in the game itself. It's not reflected in the game. So let me check if there's something I can change in this menu to be able to change settings at all. Yeah, there's nothing here. No. I'm going to try the folder of the game itself. 1 second, guys. I'm going to try that out. So pathless, content. Maybe there's something here that I'm missing. Nope. Not this either. No. Yeah, this is probably something that I can do, but I'm not finding it. So yeah, I'm going to try and just edit the config file. That's as much as I can do now. So we're going to be trying everything on 1. This is probably medium settings. So we're going to save this and keep it as medium, hopefully. That's how it goes. Let's see if there's something else. No, I'm not finding any other thing. So let's just keep it like this on 1. This is probably medium. 0 should be low. So we put it on 1 and try it one more time. So 1080p, 1920 by 1080. Same here. So 1920 by 1080, 1920 by 1080. Since it's an Unreal Engine 4 game, it should be easy to tweak. At least I know what I'm playing with. But hey, all right. So everything is saved. We're going to save this file as read-only, and hopefully that gives us the settings that we desire. If that doesn't work, well, we're just going to be doing ultra settings, and that's about it. So this should be medium settings. It's probably not going to be reflected in the options menu. Yeah, still says ultra, and it still says 720p, but it's not, so I'm pretty sure this is 1080p. So 1080p medium, let's call it like that. So the press copy, apparently you cannot change that, so I set the file to read only. Hopefully that gives us medium. Okay, yeah, definitely worked. The game looks a little bit worse. Let's see if I'm getting 30 frames. Remember, on 1080p I couldn't get 30 frames on Ultra. So I'm just going to limit myself to presets. Yeah, definitely seems to be running better. Give me 1 second, guys. Going to get to the previous part, like I did before. Yeah, I can see that the draw distance of grass is worse. So perfect. This is medium settings. Excellent. So I found how to tweak it. Awesome. So if you use medium settings, as you can see, guys, you can now play at over 30 on 1080p. So for 1080p 30, make sure to use medium settings. You will be able in your game to do that in the options menu, but in this case, the press copy for some reason doesn't allow me to use the options menu. So I had to tweak the config file manually. So for 30 frames on 1080p, make sure to use medium. That'll give you the 30 frames per second experience. The game looks still pretty good. I can only see that the draw distance of grass is worse. But so far, yeah, 1080p on medium will be the best settings. Even with effects on screen, I'm getting over 30 just fine. So yeah, I'm going to explain this at the end of the live stream, because if not, I have to explain it every 2 seconds. So yeah, medium settings appears to be the best for 1080p on this card. Let's try 900p medium now. So we're going back into the config file. So app data, local, pathless. And the game user settings. We're going to select 900p now. So 1600 by 900. So 1600 by 900. All right. Oh, of course, it's read-only. My bad. Okay. So read-only, no. We save. And now read-only again. So this is 900p medium now. So pathless. I'm so sorry guys, but this is the only way for me to change the options in this build. So 900p medium now. So let's continue. Yeah, it's super annoying to me, but if I can do it, I'll do it. Sorry about the FPS, I forgot to change it. There we go. So 900p medium doesn't appear to be enough for 60 frames, as you can see here. But hey, yeah, the draw distance on medium is not that great. So yeah, if you want 60s, you probably want to do 720p on this one, at least on this card. We'll see once we get there, but yeah. For 60s, you probably want to do 720, for sure. Too many effects. Yeah, when effects show up, I'm going to try some tweak settings though. But I want to play a little bit more of the game at least. So I'm not 30% of the time editing config files. It doesn't make sense to me. Let me read this. All right. But yeah, heavy effect use in this game so far. But it doesn't require any precision at all. The game is auto-locking to these things. So it's more of an immersive game, like Abzu. So in this one, really, I don't mind the lower frame rate, personally. Although on 900p, I probably want to play on ultra settings. You can do 30 frames there. So yeah, anyways, let's try going this way, because I'm pretty lost. Yeah, I mean, also it's a 1050 Ti, so yeah. It's not a bad card, but I'm not usually expecting good numbers on it nowadays. It's still playable, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I'm not getting up there anytime soon. My laptop can play it at 40 plus FPS easily. Well, excellent. Yeah, it's not super demanding so far. Not super demanding. Godzilla is no longer a man. If he ever was, he's something more and something less. Whatever that means. Okay, I'm stupid. There you are. If you pay attention for 2 minutes, you're getting there. All right. Yeah, there's probably another button. I think it's the one over there. Let's try getting up there. And then we're going to try tweaking settings. Maybe by just lowering effects and shadows and post-processing, we can get there. You'll see. Not sure if I'm supposed to do this, but I got up here. Try high settings. Yeah, I'm going to try it in a moment. Be patient. Yeah, not sure what I did there. Let me see if there's any other thing I can press to open this one. Oh, never mind. That's how you do it. To try now 720p medium, and then we see what we do. So Pathless, it's not on roaming, it's on local. So Pathless, saved, config, Windows No Editor, game user settings. So yeah, this is annoying, but I'm the only one that has to do this. So you guys should be able to change the options just fine. So let's do 720p now. So 1280 by 720. 1280 by 720. 1280 by 720. Okay. So we save this as read-only. And let's jump into the game again, shall we? So medium settings 720. I'm trying to get 60 frames. Apparently on 900p and 1080p is not possible, at least not right now. But we're going to try tweak settings and then swap GPUs. Can you try 4K? Yeah, I'm going to try it later, but probably on low settings. So be patient, I'm going to get there. I'm just trying to understand the options menu. Because right now, as you can see, at least in this build of the game, I cannot change the options. So I had to force it through a config file. So yeah, all right. So at 720p on medium settings, I'm getting basically over 50 right now. It's probably going to drop into the 40s sometimes. But hey, at least you can get smoother frames. I personally don't feel much of a difference in this one between 30 and 60. Because you're not doing any fine, precise aiming. The aiming is all automatic, as you can see. I'm not doing anything, I'm just holding click, and the character aims on its own. AKCH, if you keep spamming, I have to just ban you for a few minutes. So please stop spamming. I'm not going to read it if you spam. If you spam, I'm just going to time you out, so one message is enough. I cannot read all of them, so apologies about that, guys, but if you spam, I'm just going to get pissed. So yeah, if you want 60s, 720p medium seems to be the best way, 50 to 60. It feels smoother, but that's about it. It won't make you better at the game. All right. Let's see. Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing the Pathless on many cards. Hola Santi, la 570 va a poder correr Cyberpunk? Sí, probablemente, ya nos vamos a enterar. Some people are asking me if the 570 will run Cyberpunk. Probably. If it runs on PS4 and Xbox One, yeah, then probably it's going to get there. Alright, so we revived our friend there. Let me increase the volume of the game. If the game is too loud, guys, let me know. Okay, let me save the progress right here, just in case I need to go back. So let's go that way. Okay, I'm getting the hang of it. Awesome. So as you can see, if you want 60s on this card, at least most of the time, you probably want to use medium settings on 720p. But again, I don't think it's absolutely necessary in this game in particular, due to you don't need any precise aiming. So let's try to get a mix between high and medium on 1080p. So we're going to go out of the game. He was spamming about some game I didn't test yet, but that doesn't make it easier for me. So anyways, let's keep the view distance maxed out, anti-aliasing maxed out because it's TAA. The shadows, let's keep it on 0. Post-process as well. Textures, let's keep it on 3. Effects, let's keep it on 0. Foliage, let's put it on 3. And shading, let's keep it on 1. Now let's keep it on 0. Let's see what happens. So this is read-only. Let's keep it not read-only. Thank you. And let's put it on 1080p. Let's see if these are the best settings. Usually in Unreal Engine 4 games, when you lower the post-process, the shadows, and the effects, that's usually the best numbers. So 1920 by 1080. Let's do 1080p on a mix between some stuff on Ultra, some other stuff on low, and let's see how it goes. So read only, apply, let's go. So Pathless, this is 1080p. Ultra settings, low shadows, shading, effects, and post-processing. Okay, that should give you an idea on what I'm doing. So we continue. And let's see if this is the best options or not. All right. Yeah, this doesn't seem to be what I was doing. Yeah, this is running worse than medium apparently. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, this is probably the best settings for 1080p so far. Because you get a good draw distance on foliage. The effects still look fine. Let's see if I go this way. If I still get 30 frames. So before getting to a boss fight or something, let's try and see how it goes in this place. Because on 1080p on Ultra it was dropping below 30 frames. So let's see here. Yeah, definitely running better than Ultra. So this will be my best settings for sure, to get the best resolution possible. Sometimes it does drop below 30 though, so maybe I need to lower the draw distance of the grass a little bit, maybe too high. So yeah, not bad. The tweaks worked. So yeah, anyways. Let's now swap GPUs, because I think these are the best settings so far. So 1080p, everything on Ultra, low shadows, shading effects and post-processing. Maybe lower the foliage. Let me show you the options. It's in the main menu. Due to the copy I got, that is the press copy, for some reason it doesn't allow me to change any settings at all. So everything here does not make sense. So let me talk to you about this manually. So lighting, put this on medium or low. Textures, max it out. Environment, lower this to high. Post-process, put it on medium or low. Effects, medium or low. Anti-aliasing, max it out. Shadows, put it on medium or low. And that's basically it. Just make sure to lower lighting, post-process, effects, and shadows. The rest should be easily maxed out. So yeah. Anyways. So due to the copy I got, I cannot touch the options menu like this. I have to go to config files. So sorry about that, guys, but it's not under my control, unfortunately. So let's swap GPUs now. This was 1080p. So for some reason it says 720. Well, that's not true. It's 1080p. As you can see here, these were the settings. If you were wondering, 1080p. As you can see here, 1080p. And these were the options. So yeah, anyways. I'm probably going to be using presets for the other cards because it doesn't make sense to tweak it like that, I think. So now I'm doing the 750 Ti, probably. So 750 Ti. And we're probably doing 720p from the get-go. So 720. And let's swap GPUs. So 1 second, guys. So 1050 Ti. Let's put it to the side. Time to do 750 Ti. Nice. All right. So let's give it a try. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good. Artistically speaking, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Also, you don't need to aim at all. It's just hold the click and it will auto aim to those spots. It's more like Gavzu, the same developer, that it's more of an immersive game that you can do exploration. There's a good amount of effects on screen. And there's a few boss fights. I didn't get there yet. I want to get there soon. But as of right now, pretty immersive. 60 versus 30 in this case, since I'm not doing any fine aiming, I didn't see much of a difference, personally. So yeah, anyways. Let's see, I'm back into the desktop now. So let's launch MSI Afterburner. There we go. And let's keep this at 720. So 1 second, guys. Going to go to app data, local, pathless, saved config. And by default, we're going to be doing 720p. So let's put everything on 3, which should be, let's put it on 2, high settings. High settings should be a good start. So 2 should be high settings. And the resolution, let's do 720p, so 1280 by 720. So 1280 by 720. All right, so that should be it. This is read-only, so the game cannot change it, because for some reason it's forcing ultra settings on the press copy. All right, nice. Time to launch the game. Bro, how playing games in PC feels? I only played on mobile games my whole life. The experience is much better, in my opinion, mouse and keyboard. A lot more control on the game, especially in first-person shooters. Hang on. Sometimes it gives me that error for some reason. Come on. Okay, 1 second, guys. The game probably didn't like that I changed the options like that. So let's do this. Let's allow the game do its thing. Not sure why I cannot launch the game at all. Let's verify the files. So in the meantime, it's super quick. The game is like less than 10 gigabytes. I'm changing the game files because the game doesn't allow me to change the options at all. It's an issue with the press copy. Let me see what this is. So I'm going to delete this right away. I'm going to lose the progress, but that's all right. Yeah, nothing found on this. Yeah, Yeah, something is not working there. Give me 1 second, guys. Going to try and relaunch it. Gotta love when issues happen. It seems more of an issue with the Epic Games launcher more than anything. So let's see. Pathless press. Come on, Epic. There we go. I had to restart the Epic Games Store. Ah, gotta love the Epic Games Store. Will the 580 run it on Ultra? Yeah, probably. But let's see it here. So first we're doing 720. All right, allow me a second to mute the music because copyright is not nice. So we do 720p on 100% render resolution, no VSync, thank you very much. All right, hang on. Sometimes my capture card doesn't like to work. So 720p, but as you can see, I cannot change the settings here. Something with the press copy. So let's start like this, let's see where it gets. So restart the game. So let's try it out. So 720p Ultra, let's see how it goes. Thank you, capture card, for breaking every 2 seconds. There we go. So going to start the game from the beginning because I lost the saves. That's all right. So guys, as you could see on the press copy, for some reason cannot change the options. I have to go to the config files, which is basically the same. So 1 minute. Give it a minute to get there. But at least we can see the frame rates and try it out. So come on. Anyways, usually the game drops when you are with a lot of effects on screen, so keep that in mind. This is a effect-heavy game, and it's more of an immersive thing. So 60 frames on this one, you're not doing any precise aiming, as I was saying, so I don't mind playing this at 30 frames if the game looks good, and artistically speaking, I think it's pretty good. You can probably notice it. And it's super soft, the image. At 720p it doesn't look bad at all, really. So let's see if we can maintain over 30 at 720p Ultra. How many VRAM the 750 Ti have? 2 GB. This game on the 4 gig card was using like 2 GB, so makes sense to keep it on Ultra anyways. Doesn't seem to be super VRAM intensive, which I highly appreciate. Nowadays games use so much VRAM. This is more of a breath of fresh air. Alright, let's run around. But there are 750 Ti's with 4 GB. Those are pretty rare, but you can do it. You can get one if you're into that. Personally, I couldn't see any, in my country at least. Okay, still over 30. Great. So the 750 Ti seems to be, at least right now, doing fine. Let's see if we can hold up at over 30. If the 1050 Ti couldn't get 60 frames on 1080p, this one is not going to be doing 60s even at 720p, which is fine. I mean, the game looks good, at least in my opinion. And you're not doing, again, any precise aiming, so I don't mind 30 frames on this one. Pretty decent visuals. Can I get 30 frames low on my Ryzen 5 5950X, 32 gigs of RAM and Nvidia GT 210? With that graphics card, pretty difficult. Alright, nice. Oh, hang on, gotta disable motion blur. It kinda breaks my eyes and the camera shake. Alright. try the Xbox Series S. Unfortunately, I have no access to one at the moment. Maybe in the future, but not right now. We'll see, we'll see. You love my Dishonored 2 performance test videos? Oh, I never finished it. No, I finished Dishonored 1, but Dishonored 2, couldn't finish it yet. I'm not playing many games outside of live streams, unfortunately. This is my only time playing games nowadays. Alright, yeah, just like the 1050 Ti, in this part we're dropping frames. So we probably need some tweaks. I think a lowering shadows to medium and the post-processing should do the trick. So let's save the progress and edit the settings. So guys, if you have the normal game, if you purchase the game, instead of getting a review copy, you can change the settings. It's only an issue I have on my end. So this will be 720p. And on the settings, we're keeping the shadows on medium, post-process on medium. The bit distance, let's put it on high. And effects, let's put it on medium as well. And the foliage. That should do... Yeah, I think that should do the trick. Foliage, let's put it on high. So this would be basically a mix between... Yeah, a mix between many things. So this is mid, post, process, and shadows. Then high, view, distance, and foliage. And what else? Let me see. Yeah, that seems to be it. So everything on Ultra except in this that I'm showing you here. So we save this. Remember, this is not something that you're going to do on the game. This is something that I ran into because I got the press copy, and for some reason the press copy is a little bit different. So yeah. Anyways. Thank you, capture card, for wrecking every 2 seconds. There we go. So we're at 720p, ultra settings, medium post process, medium shadows, high view distance, and high foliage. Okay. Yeah, we got an improvement. A tiny improvement. An improvement nonetheless. Still dropping into 29 at times. But yeah, playable. And the game still looks pretty good. If you want a few extra frames, my advice, just overclock the 750 Ti. That should do the trick right away. So yeah, anyways. So let's overclock the 750 Ti. Just to show you the difference, we get in 31, 32 at this mode, but if I go and overclock the card, so 200 MHz to the core, 400 MHz to the video memory, which is what I usually recommend for this card. So this is with an overclock in place. So with an overclock in place, we're getting 750 Ti overclocked. We were getting 31, 32, now we're getting 36, so 5 FPS more. So if you can, guys, overclock the card, you're going to notice a massive improvement. You're not going to drop below 30 at all. You can probably even do ultra settings with the overclock in place. Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, I'm Santiago for 10 hours. Gotta love that. That would be a good April Fool's video. Doing a 10-hour intro video. So yes, you can see, this will be the best settings, especially if you do an overclock. Oh, yeah. Of course. Let's get this over with there. Okay. Fail. The minimum requirements for Cyberpunk is at 780, so is there still a chance it might work on the 750 Ti? Yeah, maybe, who knows. We're going to try it once it releases. Maybe the game doesn't even launch, who knows. So yeah, it's probably going to work just fine, but hey. Alright. So let's put that piece in there. Please try 900p 40 to 50 settings. There's no such thing on the 750 Ti. If you want over 30, get 720p. That should do the job. Just lower post-process, shadows, and a little bit of the view distance, which is environment. And that should do the trick. How much overclock for the 1050 Ti? It depends on the card, really. The one I have doesn't have a lot of room to spare, really, which is unfortunate. But it's a single fan version. If you have a dual fan 1050 Ti, you should be able to get to 1900 just fine on the core clock. Oh, fail. So, alright. So yeah, as you can see, it's alright, especially if you overclock. The GPU will be doing its job much better. There's a platform here. Boom. Got it. So let's go to the other tower. All right. Okay. Let's see. So I should be doing the 570 now. 1 second, guys. Going to reset the settings. But as you can see, the 750 Ti can do it just fine at 720p. So, time to go to the main menu. Yes. So 1 second, let's disable the overclock. And here we're going to change the read-only to not read-only, so the game can change the options. Graphics options, we're going to select 1080p. So 1080p. Okay, nice. And we're doing the 570 now. So time to swap GPUs. So RX 570, 1080p on ultra settings. Excellent. So this should be now the correct one. Let me see. I'm not seeing anything at all. I'm blind. Okay, everything is on 3 and 1080p resolution. Awesome. So this is ready for the 570. Let's turn off the PC. So time to swap for the 570. Time to swap GPUs. You'll do a different stream for the 2060. We'll see. Maybe a separate video instead of a live stream. A lot of work. Too much work. All right. So 750 Ti right here. Let's put it to the side. Time to plug in the 570. So 570, 8-pin connector, and boom. I'm doing fine, Steph 2K. What about you, man? Cyberpunk Limited Edition underwear got leaked. Oh no! No, why? Santiago en Argentina 5.600 XT vale 6.000 pesos más que la 1660 Super. ¿Qué? Pa, qué ridículo. Pero es más rápida, así que en parte tiene sentido. What software do you use for FPS? I use MSI Afterburner. That's the same software I always used. So now we're into the desktop again with the 570. I'm going to change a couple things here to get the best visuals for you guys. So we enable GPU scaling so that the capture card uses the card correctly. I'm doing fine, Varios. What about you, man? Full RGB, so the colors are correct. All right, perfect. And now let's open MSI Afterburner. There it is. We launch the Epic Game Store. So as you can see, I'm using the 570. We're also going to open the thing here for the config file, because the version of the game that I have forces me to use ultra settings. So yeah, anyways. Let me check something super quick before jumping into the game. Yeah, what a weird thing. Anyways. So, time to launch the game. Pathless. How fast is your internet? I have 500 megabits per second down and 50 megabits per second up. That's why I do 4K live streams. You swap GPUs and drivers so fast? Yeah, that's because I pre-installed the drivers, and before every live stream I delete them. So I'm constantly deleting drivers and installing new ones. So as you can see, guys, 1080p Ultra. Let me put the render resolution at 100%. Yeah, I cannot change the options there. Anyways, let's restart the game super quickly, because the game asked me to restart, as you can see. So Pathless. What background was that? The background, you can see it in the description. I left a link there. If you want to see my background, anything like that, you can download it by following the links in the description. Everything is listed down there. So let's continue. You said me and my 570 the other day. Had the color set wrong and I was wondering why it didn't look that good. Well, now you know. Alright, so the 570 on ultra settings. So far I'm getting 30 frames, which is fine. The 750 Ti was getting below 30 on ultra settings, so makes sense. And since this is an Unreal Engine 4 title, it usually runs much better on Nvidia cards, at least in my experience. Most Unreal Engine 4 games run a lot better on Nvidia, but this one seems to be running okay. Let's see if we can maintain over 30. But so far, seems to be fine. Yeah, the thing are the stutters, I didn't run into those that many on the 1050 Ti. But yeah, the 570 seems to be running it fine. I personally just played at 30 frames. The visuals are great. The draw distance of the grass is also pretty good on ultra settings. Then on medium, you can start seeing a lot of pop-in. So yeah, my advice on this game in particular, just do visuals over performance. 60s doesn't feel that much better on this one, since you're not doing any aiming manually. You're doing everything automatically. You're not selecting where to shoot. The game auto-logs onto that. You hold the click and it goes there on its own, so yeah. Yeah, we're getting 30 frames just fine on the 570. Whoa, I failed. Alright. So some extra stamina. Happy to pick it up. Can you please donate me 1050 Ti used? You are from India and you're poor. Well, I mean, I was poor as well, and I had to, when I started the channel, I could only afford a 750 Ti, and I had to work an 8-hour-a-day job in order to be able to pay for games. So if you start working, you should be able to pay one. Personal experience, I've been there as well. My country also has very expensive GPUs. So you'll be getting there soon, I promise. I've been there, man. I've been there. But don't come here to beg for free stuff. It's just annoying, really. You will get there soon enough. Hello, Ken Kaneki. How are you doing, man? Good seeing you there. Alright. Doing fine now. Sí, el juego tiene muy buena estética y es más inmersivo que otra cosa, así que 30 FPS anda bien. Alright, let's save the progress now. I'm doing a few manual saves. What I'm going to do now is try the lowest settings to see if it's even possible to do 60 frames on 1080p. So let's close the game and go directly to the config file. Hopefully that gives us an idea on how the game runs in general. So everything on 0. Except in textures, let's keep those on 3. So 0, 0, 0. And we save it as read only, just to experiment a little bit. So read only, apply, okay. Back into the game now. So low settings and ultra textures. Let's see how it goes. Hello, hello, how are you doing? Varios again, how are you doing, man? Ryan, I'm from Uruguay, a country in South America between Argentina and Brazil. Let's see if this changes the performance in any way. Okay. Yeah, the draw distance on the lowest, this is probably below the lowest settings. It's pretty poor, so the game looks worse, yeah. But we're nowhere close 60s. So my advice, just play it on ultra settings, do yourself a favor and enjoy the visuals of this game. Yeah, low settings does not look good at all. So let's go back to what it was before. Let's keep it on ultra from now on. So we put everything on 3, 3, 3, 3. Read only. Okay, so as you could see, 1080p over 30 was fine. Let's try 900p and 720p super quickly, and then we swap to the 580. Sí, se ve muy bien el juego, la verdad. Yeah, guys, I was saying in Spanish, the game looks very good. The visuals are pretty nice. Just the copy of my game doesn't allow any way to lower the settings, unfortunately. That's something on my end, do not worry, you can change the settings. So let's play a little bit more of the game on 1080p, then we're going to lower a few things. The resolution a little bit, or we'll see. Let's see if we can maintain 30 at least in a boss fight or something like that. So yeah, a lot better than on low settings, definitely. The draw distance of the grass. So let's continue. Oh yeah, it's more of an immersive game. At 60 frames, really, I didn't feel much of a difference on the playability part because it auto snaps to the targets. So you don't need any fast reflexes, in my opinion, at least. Let's see if there's any boss fight coming. Let's see how it goes. Hell yeah. Your CPU usage is always above my GPU usage in all games. Does it mean it's bottlenecking my GPU? Yeah, probably. It also depends on the game though. Is it this way? Yep. Here you are. Hello, little bird. Are you a boss fight? How can you swap GPUs so fast? Don't you need to use DDU? Yes, but I use DDU before starting the live stream. I install all the drivers, so everything's ready for the test. And then, as I mentioned before, I do DDU when the live stream ends. So each time I start the live stream, I install every driver, and then I just swap between GPUs, so it's very quick. Since I do it only once, it should be fine, shouldn't affect performance at all. So keep that in mind. Since I only do it once, it's fine. Okay, here we drop below 30, makes sense, a lot of effects. Let's see once the boss fight starts. This reminds me of the Korok in Breath of the Wild. Okay, bye-bye. He went back to his planet, as you could see. Lower all things, bro, you get more than 100 FPS, then something is not working right on my game. Probably because it's a press copy. So yeah, ultra textures. This is ultra settings or ultra textures. Yeah, the copy I got of the game, the press copy, apparently is different than the normal copy of the game, unfortunately. So let's play a little bit more of the game. I don't think it's a boss fight, it's a nice chicken. That's hilarious, man. Alright, waiting. I cannot skip this. Sorry, guys. Still waiting. Alright. Trial medium, I already did that. I think. Oh, such a little bird now. So cute. You poor thing. Pet the eagle. Yeah, of course I'm petting the eagle. You don't have to ask. Hi, Emra K. How are you doing, man? Can I play Assassin's Creed Valhalla on Ryzen 5 1600 with 578 GB? Yeah, I should be fine. Pet the eagle to restore the strength. Oh, that's so cute. You can pet the eagle. That's so cute. I wish I had one in real life. That's so cute. Hi, Witty. How are you doing, man? Alright. So the eagle now comes with me. Excellent. Ask again, I cannot see your comment, boss 1K. I cannot read everything. I cannot always answer. I know, unfortunate, but there's too many people. I'm trying to play the game at the same time, so. Oh, my bad. Can I control the eagle in any way? Oh, here we are. 750 Ti gang, rise up, man. Rise up. Okay. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, I cannot stop petting the eagle. Good boy. Yeah, this part runs a lot better than the very start of the game, as you can see. Let's see if there's another. Okay. Oh, come on. Yeah, not through this. Yeah, probably a platform this way. Oh, never mind. There it is. Sometimes I forget. How good is the GTX 1080 Ti? A lot faster than this, that's for sure. Alright, keep it down there. And now... yeah, down here. And I probably need the other one. So let's go grab it. What games you have been grinding recently? None of them. I've been playing games on the live streams. So basically every game you saw me play. Good boy. That's how you do it. Good boy. It looks like Prince of Persia with female character. It feels a lot different. It's a completely different style. Don't worry, you'll be fine. You'll be fine, bro. You can get more FPS with other GPU BIOS. I'm not going to change BIOS. Most people do not do that. Okay, it's afraid. Who hurt you, bird? Who hurt you? Okay. Oh, hang on. There's a wall over here. Alright. That should give us... okay, that's how you do it. Hi, how are you today? I really enjoyed the live stream yesterday. Well, I'm glad. I enjoyed it as well. I like the flight simulator gameplay so far. What is the... oh, you have a 4770, i7 4770. You're going to buy the 580. It's worth pairing with that CPU. Yeah, should be fine, man. Should be completely fine. Do not worry. I don't know for how long. That's impossible to know, really. But for now, it should be fine. You shouldn't have any problems. Let's see what else now. Oh, yeah, the gliding. You can glide. I forgot about that. I saw it in the trailer. Oh, that's so cool. Let's go up. Oh yeah, I forgot I can glide. With the bird doing that, it will be impossible to glide. Hang on. Just place it down here. Burb. Oh yeah, I have to press the button twice. Okay, getting the hang of it. Gotcha. Oh yeah. That's how you do it. Anyone can give me... oh, come on, man. Stop. If you still beg, I'm going to block your comments, dude. Come on, stop it for a second. It's not cool. Nice. Should be now at the open world again. What a beautiful game. Breathtaking. Let's save the progress. Yeah, I mean, 60 frames on this one doesn't make a huge difference so far. In the control-wise, I mean. Control-wise, since you're not doing any manual aiming, I feel like 60s on this one is fine so far. Yeah, pretty good artistic style. Getting into it. I'm probably going to play it more after the live stream. Yeah, pretty good looking. I'm trying to get to the boss fight to see if it's even playable. Probably going to be, but hey, worth a shot. You can flap while gliding. Collect more crystals to be able to flap additional times in the air. Okay, so you can even fly. Oh, that's so nice. So I can move. There's a lot of movement now. A lot of movement options. Yeah, that changes the game completely. Great. Yeah, I have up there. Let's get up. Yeah, that's not how you do it. But let's try again. There we go. Flap. Well, thanks, Guillermo. I appreciate it, man. Get up. Where to now? Alright. Let's save the progress once more. Yeah, what a beautiful game so far. Pretty impressed with the artistic style. Anyways, let's up to the 580 now. Ni idea, con esos tirones, la verdad que no sabría decirte. No los estoy notando mucho igual, como no estoy apuntando manualmente. Okay. I was about to swap to the 580 and I got this. So let's wait for a second. Si no se refleja en el frame time, entonces es el video, Fabricio, no es el juego. Si no ves en el frame time un pico, es el video. Así que fíjate bien, bajale la resolución al video, capaz que eso ayuda. Porque usa mucho CPU el modo 4K. So guys, some people are asking me about the stutter in the game. Some people are seeing stutter despite not being shown in the frame time. That's probably the live stream. If you're watching this at 4K, it requires quite a bit of CPU to stream it live. So if you're seeing stutter, it's not being reflected in the frame time graph. That's probably why. Okay, I'm dropping below 30 now, so this seems to be way more demanding than the previous part. Let's save the progress again. Yeah, while looking this way, it was dropping. But now it's fine, it seemed to be just that small section. Let's see where we have to go. Yeah, maybe consider lowering some stuff to high to avoid those rare drops below 30. But so far, looking good. Anyways, let's up to the 580 now that I found a more demanding thing. It'll be interesting. So we close the game. No, no le hago overclock porque no le puedo sacar mucho provecho en esta tarjeta, lamentablemente. Guys, for the people asking for an overclock, unfortunately this card doesn't have a lot of headroom. I was able to overclock from 1280 to 1300 and it wasn't a huge difference. So consider that. We're swapping to the 580 now. But so far I'm enjoying the game. The visuals is more of an immersive type of thing. With headphones, it sounds pretty nice. So here's the 580 triple fan version. Ugh. Stop making it disappear. We're going to lower the clocks to a 12 fan cards clock. So we're going to keep it at 1366. So hang on, guys. I'm going to put a screw here because I want my PCI Express slot to survive. Okay, there you are. Awesome. Let's give it a try. ¿Cómo haces para cambiar las tarjetas gráficas en el directo? Tengo una PC por separado que hace el directo. Es por eso. What game is this? You can find it in the title. It's the Pathless. A game from the people that made Abzu. So you know it's going to be an immersive game with great visuals. So yeah. Hi from Poland. Hi from Uruguay, sir. Nice seeing you there. Try the 580 at 4K. We're going to try it after 1080p. Not worries. Not to worries. Do not worry. We're getting there. Unfortunately, the press copy I got seems to be different than the retail copy. So I'm unable to change some settings, unfortunately. So yeah. Anyways, gotta change the display settings to GPU scaling on. And full RGB. You just hot swap cards. Is there anything to consider when doing that, like for the first time? I'm not hot swapping anything. I'm turning off the PC and loading it back up. I'm using a separate computer for the live stream. I recommend deleting the drivers. Since I delete them each time I do a live stream and reinstall them, it shouldn't be a problem. There's a video I talk about this, but for now, just keep that in mind. So I lowered the frequency to 1366, so it's the same as a dual fan 580. Let's get into the game again. So Epic Game Store. All right. Let's launch the game again. RX 580, 4 GB or 8 GB? 8 GB. My advice is 8 GB. La 580, 4 GB, 8 GB, 8 GB y recomiendo el 8 GB por lejos. My 580 goes to 1430 MHz overclock. Yeah, you can do that. But most cards are going to be stock settings, so I want to try stock. Then if we do higher resolutions, I'll change it. So as you can see, ultra settings, let's put 100% render resolution. Yeah, as you can see, I cannot change any of these settings. VSync, thank you. Let's restart the game now that I changed stuff. So Pathless. Let's get back in. You're operating your private PC or you have a separate test bench? This is my personal PC, but I have a PC that is doing the live stream separately with a capture card. That's why I don't get a performance hit. That's why I can change graphics cards on the fly, because it's a separate computer doing the work. So ultra settings, 1080p. Let's see how it goes. Probably over 30 like the 570, yeah. As you can see, 40 frames. Oh, fail. Let's go to the part that demanded more settings. Demanded more GPU power. So let's grab this. Whoa. Let's see if there's any screen space reflection. Yeah, there is, apparently. Yeah, cube maps and screen space reflections, as you guys can see. There's cube maps, that's why I look down and I don't see anything. But it's combined with screen space. So good decision in my opinion. So it appears to be fine. To be expected, the 570 could do ultra settings over 30. Sometimes it drops into the 20s in this particular part. Yeah, just like here. For some reason this part likes to drop. But then the rest of the game was okay. Alright. Let's go back to the main menu. I'm going to try something different. If I load my file here, we're getting... Let's see. So if I'm standing here, I get 39 FPS. Let's try lowering some settings. So 39 FPS there. And unfortunately, in my copy of the game, I need to edit a config file to change the settings. So my apologies, but at the moment, this is the only thing I'm able to do. So let's put everything on 1. Let's see if that changes anything at all. It probably will, but I need to save it as read-only. All right. So we save the progress there. Read-only. So this should be medium or low settings. So let's call it medium for now. So we were getting 39 FPS when loading the level. Let's see now if we get any improvement at all. So 39 FPS versus... Oh, really? Did you change the camera? There we go. Yeah, we got an improvement from 39 to 44, 43. So not a huge difference. We got like, well, 5 FPS more. Not that bad. The game does look worse. I can see that the draw distance... Oh, yeah, the draw distance is significantly worse, as you can see. Look at that tree over there. It just disappears. So yeah, my advice, just keep it on Ultra. Do yourself a favor. So that's an issue with my copy of the game. That doesn't happen on the retail copy, apparently. So the press copy of the game seems to be having problems. At least seems to be an older version of the game. Not much that I can do about it, unfortunately. So yeah, let's try a higher resolution now. Let's do 4K. What time is it in Uruguay? My time zone is 5 p.m. We're at 1 p.m. right now. So at 4K... I'm going to lower some stuff for 4K. Let's do the load settings. I'm not expecting 60s, but again, if the game is any different in real life, in the retail copy, you're probably going to get higher frame rates. I just happen to get a version of the game that is not working as expected. So let's try now 4K low. So 4K low settings. Yeah, I just was unlucky. I didn't get the copy, the retail copy. I got the press copy, which seems to be different. So yeah, pretty unfortunate. But hey, it is what it is. Sometimes that happens. So already looking pretty bad on the on the main menu. I'm not expecting 30 frames. Maybe if you have the retail copy, it works differently. Who knows? Yeah, not getting 30 at 4K, as you can see. So do not use 4K, at least not in this card. Of course, if you have the retail game, maybe it runs better. I don't know. I'm going to try it later. I'm going to probably purchase the game and try the difference there. So yeah, let's just delete this. Let's put it on 3 all over again. So everything on 3, 3, 3. And I keep it like it came before, stock settings. And we're doing 1440p. So yeah, guys, sorry about that, but I cannot control that. The copy that they gave me just does that. So ultra settings, 1440p, that's what we're going to do now. So we go to the options, graphics, and we lower it to 1440. So 1440p. Excellent. Here you are. Really 1440p. I'm expecting 30 frames with some drops into the 20s, but we're going to try high settings later. So let's restart the game because the game requires a restart, apparently. Does anyone know the exact model of Santiago's headphones? Cloud 1 or 2? This is a Cloud 4. It's not Cloud 1 or 2, it's Cloud 4, the cheapest one on the Cloud, yeah, it's the core one. Should be like the Cloud 2s, but cheaper, which are the most comfortable headset I owned, really. I already tested 1080p, it didn't change much on medium. But again, maybe an issue with the copy of the game I have. That's why I'm not doing more settings. It's not entirely clear what we are doing. Yeah, at 1440p on Ultra we're getting below 30, as you can see. So let's lower a few things. Let's lower it to high or medium. Yeah, medium should do. So medium. And let's lower it to that. Again, apologies, I cannot change the settings in this version of the game. I have to go here for some reason, so let's put it on medium. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Everything on 1, 1, 1. And we save this as read only. Sometimes you're just unlucky and get the limited version. So let's see how it goes. No Steam version so far. At the moment, it seems to be only on the Epic Store. So we'll see. All right. So 1440p medium. How about the 570? The 570 can do 1080p Ultra just fine over 30 frames per second. Okay. An improvement, but not a huge one. Still below 30. My advice, just play it on 1080p Ultra. Do yourself a favor. At least my version of the game doesn't seem to be scaling correctly. So let's just do 1080p on Ultra settings and we should be fine. 1440p seems like a little too much. So we're doing 1080p Ultra. Let's keep it just like that. Makes it easier for me. So I delete that and let's go back into the game. Have you played Hades? No, but I want to play it. Everyone tells me that it's a great game, so I want to give it a try. Sure. So 1080p. Whoa, I screwed up there. 1080p, no VSync, render resolution at 100%. And boom, apply the settings. I can't wait for Unreal Engine 5 engine to replace Unreal Engine 4. Yeah, hopefully we get there soon. So 1080p. Let's see. You play Valorant, but your GPU is not being used at 100%. I don't know, man. I haven't tested Valorant in a while. Yeah, as you can see, 1080p seems to be the sweet spot. Game looks good, you get over 30 frames, you get reflections, you get good draw distances, you get a good amount of particles, the effects look fine. It appears to have ambient occlusion as well, so you get the whole package. And again, you're not doing any manual aiming, feels more like a platformer, so it should be okay. Yeah. Anyways. Let's go back there. I'm not getting anywhere without the gliding. Hang on. There we go. All right. Oh, interesting. There's some sort of puzzle going on here. Not sure how to do it. Yeah. Maybe if I shoot from the other way. Hang on. No, not that. Okay, it's not shooting what I want, where I want to. Yeah, not going to shoot through that thing. Let's try it later. But also right now, as you can see, I can do 1080p max settings just fine. I'm going to check a separate video from someone that did this game to see if there's any difference with the version I have. I don't restart the game in this case because it didn't seem to change that much. But let's restart it now that you ask about it. Let's do it. So, as you can see, 1080p Ultra. Let's restart the game so you guys can see that it's maxed out. And I'm going to add the frame rate counter. I forgot to adjust it. So sorry about that. I forgot to adjust the FPS counter. So let's adjust it. Okay. So here's the frame rate. There we go. All right. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, basically the same as before. And the game loads super quickly. I'm on an SSD, but still loaded super quickly. So yeah, it's fine on the 580. You can do 1080p 30 just fine. So great. Let's save the progress and try the 1650 Super. So we change the text to 1650 Super. And we turn off the PC. So bye bye PC. Ubisoft games are some of the worst optimized, exception the Division series and Far Cry series. The Division ran pretty poorly when it released. So it depends on the game. Far Cry doesn't run that bad, especially Far Cry 5. I was surprised with that one. That one ran pretty good. The thing was the stutters. Far Cry 5 had a lot of stutters when driving around. Here's the 580 I just removed. Let's put the 1650 Super in this tiny card. In the meantime, I'll try to look up videos on the Pathless. Let's see if it runs the same for everybody else. So 1 second, guys. There it is. 1 second, I'm checking it out while the PC loads. Okay, everything on high, and how much does he get? All right. Yeah, it appears to be the same numbers as me. So good. It appears to be the same. Okay, so I'm not getting crazy. Apparently it runs the same for everyone, it seems. I'm not sure which settings it's using. Is this 4K? What the? I'm lost. Hang on, guys. I'm looking up one video to see which numbers other people are getting. But nobody's going to the options menu. Effing lazy people. Yeah, it's probably high settings. Anyways, yeah, it's the Strix 580, but I lowered the clocks so you get basically the same numbers on a dual fan card. So here's the 1650 Super, as you can see. Here it is. Let's get straight into the game. Oh, I forgot to launch the Epic Game Store. Hang on. Gotta love when that happens. All right, launch the game. Okay, library Pathless. All right, hang on, guys. So high settings on the 750 on the 1050 Ti, they got 60s. What? No way. Something is definitely up there. How strange. I'm not getting those numbers. Maybe the dynamic resolution they're using. Whatever. Let's get straight back into the game. So let's see, we disable VSync, we disable the auto resolution. As you can see, I cannot lower any of these for some reason. So let's restart the game. Okay. So we'll launch the game for a second time. This should be ultra settings. Todo bien, JP24, ¿cómo andas vos? Alright, so ultra settings, 1080p. Let's see how it goes. Alright, similar to the 580, over 30 frames per second. The first time you launch the game you get some stutters, but then it stabilizes. So it appears to be basically the same as the 580, at least in my case. Yeah, I'm still not sure if this is actually 1080p. Maybe I'm doing 4K and I'm not noticing. Let me check very quickly with the desktop resolution. Let's put 1080p. 1080. Yeah, it seems to be the same. I'm going to try resolution on automatic because some people on the internet were using automatic resolution instead of 100%. That's probably why I saw better numbers on some videos online. But at the moment, at least on 1080p, it appears to be a little bit better than the 580 on this card. And I get some stutters the first time I launch the game. Okay, I'm going to try the automatic resolution in a few seconds. Let me get to this place. Holy hell. Am I supposed to go this way? But I'm going to die. Alright, yeah, probably not supposed to be here. Oh, the bird died, yeah. Okay. Apparently I'm not supposed to go this way. Don't move in the light. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, but this runs better than the open part I was at right now. I gotta go save my bird. Poor thing. Yeah, I'm going. Let's stay out of the light. Oh yeah, this part runs at double the frame rate in comparison to the open part. Oh, it saw me. Yeah. Wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. So yeah, as you could see, in that part with heavy effects, it was... Oh, let's pet the eagle. Pet the eagle. You're a good boy. So as I was saying, in that part with heavy effects, I was expecting worse numbers, but I got double the performance. So apparently the bad running parts are the open world here, when running around. You're a good boy. Good boy. I wish it was a puppy, but it's still cute as hell. Well, let's go up. Beautiful. Yeah, I need one of those things that the bird does to put here. Probably down here. I'll find it. But so far, I'll play like this in real life. So yeah, great. Anyways, let's try the auto resolution. So we're going to save the progress and try the auto resolution, which should be dynamic resolution, but hey, let's give it a try. We enable VSync, we enable dynamic res, which is auto. And let's see if that does anything at all. So we restart the game. And what else? All right. So the resolution is 1080p plus auto scaling. Let's see if that changes anything at all. Should be dynamic resolution with a 60 frames per second target. So you probably need to enable VSync for that to work. So auto resolution, VSync on, full screen, run the resolution on automatic. So dynamic resolution. Let's see if that works in any way. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be doing anything at all. Still stats into the 40s, so it doesn't seem to change. Or maybe it's just a copy that I have that doesn't work with that. But it appears to be native resolution, yeah. Doesn't appear to be changing. So yeah, anyways, advice 1080p, ultra settings, 30 frames per second, and enjoy the game. Let's see if even the resolution scaler is working. That should give us a better reference. So let's try 70%, which should be close to 720p. So let's try without restarting the game. So run the resolution, let's put it at 75, which is probably 720p, so 75%. Let's see how it goes. All right. It's not going to change that much visually, I think, because of the art style. The game already looks, yeah, super soft. As you can see, if I lower the resolution to 75%, which should be, let me see the calculator, so 1080p. Multiplied by 0.75 gives us 810. So it's like 810p. It's not even 720p. This would be like 1920. This is like 1440 by 810. So it's something like that with 75%. So plus this is basically 1440 by 810. So if you use the resolution scaler, as you can see, you're getting much smoother frame rates, but it's a lower resolution. So things to keep in mind. You can get 60s, but you need to lower that resolution. Although I'm not noticing a huge change. It's probably due to the strong TAA the game is using. But the edges look fine. It's already very soft, so it can go unnoticed. The resolution being lowered. It can be pretty subtle. So this is a game I probably play at a lower resolution anyways. The game still looks pretty good like this. Yeah. The anti-aliasing is doing the job just fine. Super soft image. But I mean, still looks good, in my opinion. Hopefully this generation doesn't have as much pop-in as the last generation. Hopefully not, with the SSDs on the new consoles. Maybe we get something better, hopefully. You give this game a 4 out of 10 because the character isn't thick enough. Well, I mean, you're seeing it from very far away, so even if it was thick enough, you won't be able to see it. Alright, so here's the thing I was looking for, I think. No, it wasn't, but hey, it's welcome. Let's see, where else? So if you want to lower the resolution, You can do it with the resolution scaler. 75%, at least in my opinion, looks fine. And you get like double the frame rate. Well, not double the frame rate, but you get like a 50% improvement. So yeah, anyways, do the intro. Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing the Pathless on multiple GPUs. Let's see if here I can get... Yeah, I'm not seeing any of those platform thingies that I can grab with the verb. Because sometimes you can grab a few boxes, and those boxes allow you to press on these pressure plates. So if I had the box, I could put it on the other side with the bird, but I'm not seeing it. When my 5800X hits 85C on full load when rendering videos, will that be a problem? Whoa, that's a high temperature. I don't know, man. I think that the maximum temp is 95. If it gets to 95, at least the previous Ryzen CPUs, just shut down the PC. There you are. Found it. So I think as long as you are below that temperature, should be okay. Oh, give me that. 5800X is the new AMD CPU. I'm pretty lost with the names. So many new CPUs. I'm so sorry. But if you're doing full load, kinda makes sense. Pretty powerful stuff. Okay, Burb. Just put that thing over here. And let's fly all the way up there. There we go. And now grab that thing, please. 1.365 volts. Is that stock or is an overvolting? ¿Ya probaste la 570? Sí, puedes hacer Ultra 1080p. Alright. There we go. Let's go back to native resolution. So we're going to save the progress, go to the main menu. And let's go back to 100% resolution. So native 1080p we're doing now again. So 100%, apply. The game asks me to restart, but it shouldn't make a difference in this case. It's only resolution. Yeah, as you can see now, yeah, it looks sharper. I'm getting below 60, but hey. It is what it is, I guess. So very similar numbers to the 580, a little bit faster, and faster on the 570 as usual. But even on the AMD cards, it seems to be running similar to this. So yeah, let's play a little bit of the game like this. Let's see how it goes. This game is unique, yeah, I agree. The art style is pretty unique. I'm liking it so far. It's more of an immersive type of thing. I disabled the music with fear of copyright, so maybe with the music on it's even better. Who knows? Probably. Yeah, undervolting should help you out. But I didn't know that that processor got that hot. Pretty interesting. Hey, Santiago, could you test some bad optimized games with these GPUs? I already did multiple times. But yeah, sure. Hopefully now it's working. Okay. I should be back now. I'm so sorry, guys. For some reason, the OBS was wrecked for a second. Hang on, gotta get the camera back. Hopefully this time it works. I hate when this happens. Alright. Yeah, I should be back, but there's no camera. That's hilarious. Okay. Alright. I should have now, again, the stream running, but the camera doesn't want to work. Which is great, I love when that happens. Anyways. Okay, sorry, there was no audio. So, sorry guys, the audio should be back. Thank you NVIDIA Broadcast for breaking, so I don't have any audio. Okay, sorry. So as I was saying, OBS was wrecked for a second, not sure why. So NVIDIA Broadcast also broke, everything broke. So the mic is now fixed. So as I was saying, thanks to Annapurna Interactive for providing a copy of the game. For some reason the game doesn't allow me to change settings in this version, but the retail copy has an options menu working just fine. I'm going to talk about the options menu now. After the bird starts working again, there we go. All right. So yeah, let's take a look at the options menu. You need to go into the main menu to see it. So again, let's take a look at it. Options, graphics. So this version of the game that I got from the publisher for some reason does not have a functional options menu. Not sure why. So my apologies, but I cannot control this. So if you want better frame rates, lower the environment to high, lighting, lower it a little bit as well. Post-process should give you an advantage as well. Post-processing effects, shadows, these three should be the biggest differences. So post-process effects and shadows should be the first ones that you should tweak. Then if you're not getting the frame rates that you want, lower environment and lighting. But in general, those three, shadows, effects and post-process, should do the trick. Then if none of that is enough, lower the render resolution to 75%. That should give you a good boost. But yeah. If you have a 570, 580, 1650 Super, you should be able to do ultra settings on 1080p just fine at over 30 frames per second. If you want 60s, lower it to 75%. Then if you have a 1050 Ti or something like that, consider using 1080p on medium shadows, medium effects and medium post-process, high environment and high lighting. And then on the 750 Ti, use a mix between medium and high at 720p, and that should do the trick. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this live stream. That was more of a crash course on the options menu. Unfortunately, on this one I cannot tweak it due to the version that I got for some reason. But if you buy the game, it should be there, the options menu. So yeah, I'm going to thank the members now. So let's get back into the desktop and thank the members. So my videos. We go to monetization, memberships, see all, and awesome supporters 2.0. This is the tier 2 of the members. So if you are tier 2, I'm going to say your name at the end of the live stream. So thank you so much to the tier 2 members, Official Marlow 2000, Gabi Asiares, Coconuts, Abhishek Mukherjee, Rodrigo Duarte, Cristo Kavadjov, Sonak Das, and Ken for being awesome supporters 2.0. Thank you so much guys for supporting the channel directly, also to the members 1.0, and all of you guys watching. I hugely appreciate it. I hope you had a great time with me here. Unfortunately, some technical issues, but hey, it happens from time to time. So yeah, see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow or on Thursday. We'll see how things go. Maybe I'll do teardown. And thank you so much. I like UNL1K3 for upgrading your membership to Awesome Supporter 2.0. So let's refresh the page. Now you're at the end of the live stream. So time to thank you as well. So thanks and like for being an Awesome Supporter 2.0 as well. Brand new upgrade there. Thank you so much, man. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see ya next time. Bye guys. See ya. Thank you.